How's everybody doing today? We've got a game between Burrboy and Baloo for the Chef Goon Draft League for Pokemon Sword and Shield. We've got Burrboy bringing Gyarados, Cinderace, Galarian Corsola, Appleton, Clefable, and Colossal. So he's bringing the same Pokemon as he did the last week. However, I believe he has some different items and a couple of different sets on them. Baloo, on the other hand, is bringing Toxapex, Surfetch'd, Dracovish, Hatterene, Crawdaunt, and Rotom-Mow. And we see Burrboy lead with the Cinderace and Baloo lead with the Toxapex. Toxapex pretty safe here to throw off probably like a Toxic Spikes, maybe a Scald. Pretty much he's got free reign here. He had the momentum. Cinderace goes for the U-turn. Get a little peek at Burrboy's team. Assault Vest Clefable is pretty uncommon, but very interesting. Could be good here. Clefable does come out. Toxic hits Clefable, however it does have that magic guard, so it's not going to be taking any damage each turn. Alright. Thunderbolt for the Toxapex makes sense. Now the Toxapex will live this for sure, so he could throw off a Scald if he wanted to, but really no reason for the Toxapex to stay in here. He could get in the Hatterene, Surfetch'd even. Dracovish even wouldn't be bad. Rotom-Mow is 4 times resistance if he's predicting Thunderbolt. He could just expect like a Moonblast on the prediction. Let's see what happens here. Hatterene, okay. Should tank a Thunderbolt pretty well. Yeah, doesn't do very much at all. So after leftovers, looks like Hatterene's down about 1/6 of its life. You can go for a Shadow Ball for that super effective damage. I have to assume Hatterene could go for like a Calm Mind, maybe a Draining Kiss, something like that. Yeah, even that doesn't do a whole bunch. Special Defense drop, that's annoying. Not sure what he was going for with that Thunder Wave. Perhaps predicting a switch, but there's really no reason for Clefable to leave here. So the Hatterene will definitely die to the Shadow Ball. Alright, let's see what's coming in. Ooh, Crawdaunt. That was a good prediction on Burrboy's point. So, this is a dead Crawdaunt. That's really unfortunate for Baloo. I think even bringing back the Toxapex would have been better there. Just so we could have tanked something like that and then gotten the Regenerator recovery. Surfetch'd comes out. So he could go for a First Impression here. Could go for maybe like a Swords Dance if he's a variant with that. Let's see. If he goes for First Impression, that's going to be a KO on this. Brave Bird. That's going to do a big chunk of damage. Ooh, yeah, that's a lot. Takes about a little under half after that Life Orb and Brave Bird damage on himself, though, so it's a little annoying. Really, he's just free to go for another Brave Bird here. No reason not to. Doesn't really look like Burrboy's only real switch into Brave Bird is going to be Colossal. But it looks like this is a max attack Surfetch'd, so good damage there for sure. Burrboy is opting to bring in the Galarian Corsola. The Eviolite, of course. First Impression. I have to assume that was a misclick because First Impression only works the first turn that you're out. You get the +1 priority. Not the best move for Surfetch'd, but it does give him a little something different than what he normally has options for. Will-O-Wisp misses the Rotom. Not a big deal if that hits or not, so. Let's see. Baloo could just go for a Volt Switch here, as Burrboy doesn't have anything to guard against it. Does he go for Shadow Ball? Not really sure what the Shadow Ball is for. I guess just trying to hit that Corsola. But it's not stab, so it's not really going to do a whole bunch of damage to it regardless. That Eviolite on Galarian Corsola able to mitigate a lot of damage that it would be taking otherwise. Substitute on the Rotom. Okay, so this could be like a sub Will-O-Wisp. Or no, can't be Will-O-Wisp. Now we've already seen the Shadow Ball, so it's probably Leaf Storm, Volt Switch, Substitute, and Shadow Ball. Interesting set. I guess designed to take on that Corsola with the Shadow Ball. Although I think Will-O-Wisp would be doing probably more against Burrboy's team here. So Rotom probably going for a Volt Switch now. Already seems faster than the Clefable. Okay, no Volt Switch, so that kind of tells us he doesn't have it. So maybe he's Will-O-Wisp sub, Leaf Storm, Shadow Ball. I mean, he knew, like, there's no way that Burrboy doesn't bring Gyarados, so I'm not sure why I wouldn't bring an Electric Attack on that. Alright, Clefable free to throw off a Moonblast here. It's not going to be knocked out by anything the Surf Edge goes for. Goes for another Brave Bird. Does a good chunk of damage actually, so that might have been a roll. Surf Edge goes down from his own recoil. So now Baloo has the priority, so he could go for the Dracovish here. It will outspeed the Clefable guaranteed. Brings in Toxapex, not really sure why. Maybe wanting to set up Toxic Spikes or something like that. Yeah, I think the Dracovish there would have been much better. Could have gotten off the Vicious Rend, he doesn't really have any switch-ins to it, so... Scald comes out, knocks out the Clefable there. So now Burrboy is down his Clefable, and Baloo is down his Surfetched and Crawdaunt. So we still haven't seen the Dracovish yet. Gyarados comes out now. No Intimidate shows us that it's a Moxie. It's running the Dragon Dance in front of the Toxapex. We've already seen the Toxapex has Scald and Toxic, so one of those comes out here that'll keep the Gyarados from really being able to do anything. He could just fear the Earthquake and swap out though. Although I don't think you can let this Gyarados set up. Let's see. Alright, Burrboy opts for the Dragon Dance on Gyarados. +1 attack, +1 speed. Okay, gets a recover off on Toxapex. It should be able to live any one hit from the Gyarados. Let's see. Earthquake is super effective, although Toxapex, I'm assuming this is max HP, max defense, so it's going to live that pretty well. Yeah, not too bad actually. So after he swaps it out and gets the Regenerator, he'll be above half. Tries to get a Scald Burn. A little risky. I would have gone for a Toxic for sure, just to ensure the Gyarados doesn't get out of hand. So you have to guess that he's going for another Earthquake here. I think Rotom would be his best option. We know that Gyarados doesn't have anything that can hit that super effective. There's that Moxie boost, so Gyarados is at +2 attack, +1 speed right now. Dracovish comes out. Even if this thing is Scarf now, the Gyarados is naturally faster, so it's going to be outspeeding. Vicious Rend is not going to be doing a whole bunch to Gyarados. Although I don't know that Dracovish will get knocked out from anything that the Gyarados will go for, even at +2. Power Whip. It's neutral, so brings him down pretty low. Vicious Rend. Yeah, it's at that normal base. It's not the boosted up to like 400 or whatever ridiculous number because of him being slower than the Gyarados there. Rotom Mo rather comes out. Good prediction on the Earthquake there. So now really the Rotom can go for, let's see, we've seen Shadow Ball, we've seen Substitute. Hopefully he brought an Electric Attack. What is that, Iapapa or something like that? Heals up to a decent amount. He has to deal with this Gyarados. Shadow Ball is not the answer. That's not going to do anything to this. No. I think really any other option that he would have gone for would have been better there, even if he had gone for a Substitute. That's a little rough. Yeah, this is not going to live that. Hatterene does not have the best defense stat. So that's just an extra boost for the Gyarados, unfortunately. Yeah, you hate to see it. Gyarados at +3 attack, +1 speed now. I mean, it's not going to be able to live this now. It almost died to the last time, so now with it being boosted up, it's definitely going to OHKO the Rotom here. So Baloo down to this and the Dracovish. Looks like it's going to be a clean sweep with the Gyarados. I mean, that's what you bring Gyarados for. You hope your opponent makes one mistake and it can really capitalize on it. Yep, Dracovish comes out. It's at no HP. We saw the Gyarados is faster, so unfortunate for Baloo, but I mean, Gyarados really showing off why Burrboy first picked it. One of the strongest mons in the game. Once it gets those Dragon Dances rolling, it's hard to deal with. That's going to be a knockout on Baloo's Dracovish. So, good game. Winner goes to Burrboy. He's still undefeated. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button and the notifications, and check out our next vid.